Hello everybody, I have some great news to share with all of you, and that is that we are going to start with our first bootcamp program where you and a lot of other traders and students from the blockchain today, they can get tutoring by me in the form of group sessions. And guys, the bootcamp is going to look as follow. I'm going to help you with a group of people to become a better trader and to clear up every question that you have. And yeah, the time of the bootcamp is going to take 8 weeks. We are going to have every week we are going to have a online live meeting, and yeah, before those meetings you can provide all your struggles, all your questions in our private Discord. And then in these live meetings, we will be going over all of these struggles, over all of these problems that traders are facing. And guys, before we are entering this bootcamp, I also have had already some individual classes with some of my students, some individual calls. And those calls I wanted to share, or at least a part of those calls I wanted to share right here with you, so you can already get a small insight in how that bootcamp actually is going to look. So guys, in the next fragment you will see some conversations I've been having with some of my students individually, and yeah, I hope you guys like it. I hope this will bring some value for you, and I surely do hope to see every single one of you when the bootcamp is starting, the first bootcamp at the 25th of February.
Channel. So I actually entered at the top of the market. I entered at 1400 because somebody gave a breakout signal that if it does this, it's going up. And I thought I saw that signal, and clearly either I did see it and the market turned around, or I didn't see the right signal. But anyway, I entered at 1400, so I entered at the top.
Yeah. So this is this is actually a very common thing that is happening, that people or that it is very difficult to catch the breakout or to recognize the breakout. That's definitely that is a difficult thing, because most of the time a breakout is always at the resistance, which also could indicate that we are going to see a reversal. So when you are like longing a breakout and eventually the breakout is not happening, you're seeing a fake out, or you open the long position before a confirmation, then you actually long at the top. So that is this is something we actually happens quite often. Normally when we are seeing a pattern like this, if you can identify this pattern very early on, then that is always an awesome thing, because that means that you can trade within the pattern, you can short the resistance, and you can long the support. So what you did right here, I think it was right here, wait, the camera is in front of the numbers, right here, approximately $1,400 right here, you opened the long position because you thought Ethereum is breaking out right here. And actually that is not a strange thought at all, because we did saw a wick right here, and eventually we turned over and came down. So let's dive into the short-term time frame.
I traded the wick is essentially what I did. I thought the wick was the breakout, and then so I entered.
So if we have a look at the 1 hour time frame, and let me we could set the line approximately like this, then you can see that wick actually exactly hits the resistance level and get rejected from there. If you would make it slightly lower, then we could be seeing a form of a fake out as well. So this is something this is actually quite tricky, because you see the price is going above a certain resistance level. However, this is arguable because you could set resistance right here as well, which means that we got actually rejected at the exact point and we hadn't seen a fake out. But let's lower the resistance for the example right here. Then right here you can see the price is going above a resistance. We are even seeing an increase in the amount of volume, which is all in all first signs quite bullish. However, price is turning over, we are seeing a sell-off, and the price is just dumping straight afterwards. That is something we are seeing now and then. And a couple of things you can do in order to don't be a victim of such a fake out is to wait first before you see the actual breakout. So you want to have minimum a 4-hour candle close above the resistance right here, and you want to see a couple of hours right here with increased volume. So not only one spike here in an hourly candle in the volume candles, but you want to see follow through in the volume as well afterwards when you are actually seeing a breakout. So that is very important. Also, what you could do is you could either enter at the moment itself if you really think that.
Can I ask a question about that? Just before you move on to the next thing?
Of course.
When you're talking about the 4-hour candle close, like I think where I've been getting into sort of FOMO is some of these altcoins, not as much Ethereum, but a lot of the altcoins, when they do break out, they break out really fast. And if you wait for the 4-hour candle, then already it's way up in the market. And then I'm in the, am I trying to jump on a moving train scenario? And so I'm not sure which of those scenarios I'm in. You know what I mean? Like, am I waiting too long, or am I getting the confirmation and have I got it?
Yes.
So, how do you make the decision between those things?
So yeah, that really depends on each situation. But of course, the more riskier way to trade is to trade the direct breakout. And I'm doing that. I'm doing that myself sometimes as well. I just trade the breakout. I set a stop loss below. If the price reversing, then I'm being stopped out. So then you also have the problem, you could see a wick below, right? That is definitely possible. But if a altcoin is looking very bullish, then most likely when we are seeing a pump, the price is not really coming back down again. So you could actually like trade the direct breakout. So that is a, I would say that is a calculated risk, depending a little bit on the situation. Normally, when we have a look at Bitcoin, especially when we have a look at a longer term time frame pattern or a bigger pattern. So right here, we are looking at a pattern that is visible on the daily time frame. So let's go to the daily time frame. Then I actually would say it would make sense right here in Ethereum that we are going to see a 4-hour close above this level. And then it's really a confirmation, or maybe a 2-hour close above the resistance right here, increased amounts of volume, because this is a bigger pattern. If you would go, let's say, to the 1-hour time frame back, and you would say, like, for example, right here, this is a nice example of a quick breakout. We have a horizontal resistance, clear horizontal resistance. Price is breaking the resistance and off it goes. No time to wait for confirmation, right? In this specific example. But this is also a pattern in a shorter term time frame. So this is a pattern on the 1-hour time frame, and it formed right in a really shorter term time frame. So that is also different when you have a look at these patterns. So in this case, I would say as well, the moment when you see a breakout right here, you see a nice increased amounts of volume, it's a risk worth taking, especially when we have seen a bounce from here. It makes it increasingly likelihood that we are going to the resistance right here, which this would be a trade if you would take out at the resistance at approximately 14%. So that is actually a trade worth taking, if you ask me. But yeah, with such a trade, you don't get this 4-hour candle confirmation. You have to take different confirmations. So what you can do is you can have a look, right at the volume, of course, look at the price, but you could also use the RSI, for example. This is what I'm doing actually quite a lot. So when you see the price is bumping into resistance, then you have a look at the RSI. And then often you find in the RSI a resistance level as well, which we are seeing right here. And actually, this is a nice example, because right here you can see the moment the price is breaking the price resistance, the RSI right here is as well exactly at the exact moment, even one candle before, is breaking the resistance of the momentum indicator. So this is already indicating, okay, momentum is shifting to the upside with price testing a key level in the immediate short-term time frame. If we are going to break above this level, we are seeing increased amounts of volume. That's the time I'm going to open a leverage long position, and I'm going to close it at the resistance. So guys, you just have been seeing a conversation between me and Teresa, one of the students of the blockchaintoday.com. But yeah, normally in the bootcamp, we are going to do these Zoom calls with a group of people, which is actually very good, guys, because learning in a group is better than learning one-on-one, because you can learn as well from mistakes from others. You can learn from insights from others as well. So this is actually very important. And guys, all of these group meetings, they will be recorded, and I will upload them right here as well. So if you cannot attend a meeting, or you forgot something, or you just want to watch it again, then you can, you have the ability to watch all of the meetings that we have done so far again right here on the blockchaintoday.com. But okay guys, that's it for this example video. I hope I could offer here some value to you, and I could offer you some insight of how these group meetings are going to look on our first bootcamp starting the 25th of February. Okay guys, see you then. Bye bye.